method. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, god damn. Good morning, guys. Sometimes I just need it. Sometimes I just need it.
Sucks. Boring, right?
You know, like the anthem of the space. It is. If you don't know what it is. The anthem of crypto. The anthem of... I mean, dude. Hang on. Yeah, let me get to that. But the anthem of last cycle, we will it to be the anthem of this cycle, too. Troyna, how's the audio today? Is it back to normal or still right side?
It doesn't exist. It's never landed. It is no matter. It's not on the elemental chart. It's not fucking real.
Motherfucking eclectic method, man. Talk about a top G. Anyway, good morning, guys. It's the freaking best. It's still... All right, hang on. I can fix this. I fixed it, I thought, briefly yesterday. Like, reset a driver. Like, I had no idea what it is. Nothing changed settings-wise. I got some kind of Windows issue. I can fix it like this. I'll do that. I'll do this. I think that fixes it. Really fucking frustrating, though. No, it's everybody, Troy. I went back and re-listened to the show, and yeah, for whatever reason, everything's set stereo. No settings changed, and all of a sudden, just as of Sunday, it's probably a Windows update or something, but as of Sunday, everything's coming out one channel, at least just my mic. So, man, I don't know, but here we go. Right now, it's proper, and it's not with the correct setting. Whatever. For now, whatever. Happy Tuesday, boys and girls. To all you, happy Tuesday. Man, thank you very much for, well, first off, to Murad for joining the show yesterday. Major treat to get somebody like him on the show. Somebody dropped a comment how cool it would be to get Pauly and Murad. Fuck yeah, man. I can't imagine either would do it, but officially let's put that out there. To Pauly and to Murad, get those boys on the show together and talk about maybe like the realness of the space, like what's real, what's not, what's the meta, what's the cycle, what matters. And I'd love to get into like the KOL conversation with those two specifically, right? Murad, who's newly like thrust into that KOL spotlight, and Pauly, who's been there. And both guys, I don't think that really bullshit, right? Like I think both of those guys are like as honest as you can be. I don't know. I'd love to get them two talking. I just don't know if that would make sense for either of them. Anyway, will be cool at the very least. Anyway, guys, smash the like. Make sure you are subscribed here to SlamX Official over on YouTube. Thank you to you guys again for showing up yesterday, for tuning in, for hanging out, for just being nice with the feedback too. Really appreciate it. Of course, you got to be following Crypto Slam over on X as well, guys. It's Crypto Slam IO. Big announcement dropping in 2 days. I think I got that right. I think I think it's on Thursday. If it's tomorrow, whatever. But I think it's tomorrow. I think it's Thursday. A really, really cool announcement. These are things that have been in the works for months now. Things that have been dangled and teased And some of this starting to come to fruition finally. I think we're ready for the big sprint over the next few months. So I'm excited about it. Glad to have you guys along for the ride. Should be pretty fun. This next one, nobody's going to see coming. I'll tell you that. This next announcement. Oh, boy. Man, we got a lot to get to today. Crypto, NFT. There's a lot of, just a lot. There's a lot because we've got some days of catching up to do here, especially because yesterday was like interview focused. We didn't touch news really, other than briefly at the start. How do you start, though? You start by maybe us coming to terms with the fact that we're all criminals, man. Apparently we're all criminals because that's really all crypto is used for, at least according to the Federal Reserve official. I don't remember this guy's first name, Kashkari. We touched on this yesterday afternoon, but what a weird take, what an outdated take to call everything happening on chain borderline criminal activity. Illegal activity, it's drugs. Bang, we'll get to that. Yeah, you didn't miss that yet. Really looking forward to it, too. If Polly's out there, that man's certainly welcome to come up and talk, because it does seem weird. It does seem weird. If you haven't seen it, it's the thumbnail on the YouTube side. It's... Yeah, let me not get ahead of myself. It's weird. Anyway, you're all a bunch of criminals. I guess that makes me one, too. But a whole lot more people are about to start engaging in criminal activity. Surprising that they're not here yet, guys. We had rate cuts. We have a lot of things going on here in the world of crypto that makes us think something special's coming, the run's coming, and yet it hasn't materialized yet. Even with crypto looking really solid right now, but the big run hasn't started. Interesting here. This is from Eric, is it Balkanus? I like that. I'll go with that. Eric Balkanus from Bloomberg. Stock market's cooking. I hope you guys have seen it. Stock market is cooking. We got our rate cuts last month. More to come, though, by the way. And still investors are largely out of this market. They're still staying in the stock market. They're in the money market funds. Those money market funds at peak levels. And so what does it take to get them over here into the more speculative assets? It's probably more rate cuts, guys. And I do think more rate cuts are coming. Gravity, is there a date? Is there a date for another round of rate cuts? Is that later this month here? I think that's the case. No matter what, it feels imminent. And don't forget, and I know a lot of us have, I know I overlook it. Don't forget the FTX stimmy that's still coming. It's a ton of money. We're talking billions and billions of dollars that are going to make it back into crypto traders' hands. As exciting as it is here in flourishes, and we felt it here and there, we feel it as the AI meme coins kind of bubble up. We felt it as NFTs have picked up steam over the past week. And all of that without any real substantial influx of money here, man. It's the truth. So it's coming, and I'm excited for it. And it's great to actually see something like this that shows us, yes, it's true. The investors are still on the outside. For now. Sixhole, appreciate you, man. Thank you very, very much. And it's things like this that have me so sure of it, by the way, guys. The biggest acquisition ever in crypto. This is also from a couple days ago, guys, but Stripe acquiring, this is a stablecoin platform called Bridge. It's a $1 billion+ deal, guys. Again, the largest crypto acquisition ever. You combine this with things like the MoonPay and Venmo partnership, all the building going on over in Solana, things like PayPal coming in as hard and heavy as they are, the crazy volume we see in the ETFs. Again, all signs are pointing to something very, very special coming. And if we go by, I think Murad's take, and I largely do. I agree with mostly everything he says, honestly, mostly, is that we have a good year ahead of us, a good long year of just an exciting market. And if you think back to last cycle, it's about how it lasted. Technically it was over a year, it felt like, maybe a year and a half. In some way, it just depends on where you bookend it. It even felt like close to 2. I think a year of the meat of the cycle. And maybe it's not till 2026 where we actually hit another bear market. But that gives us a full year, it seems like, for the good times to really, really be rocking here. I think it's coming, man. I really think it's coming. So I'm excited for it. Again, deals like this, $1 billion. Again, it's a sign. It's a sign of what's coming. And then these are the little things that also add up. And we've gotten so spoiled that something like this doesn't move the needle anymore. It used to. It doesn't now. This is Avalanche now, partnering with Visa. We're talking about another card out here that you can use and spend your crypto. Again, things like this used to send token prices, the market, at least sentiment. And now these things happen almost on a daily basis where you're like, oh, okay. And that's a good thing. Normalizing crypto is the best thing for us now. You normalize it for us at some point. It gets normalized for our normie friends too. They start hearing about crypto and they're the brands they're familiar with. And then it's just a matter of time till they come in, till they start touching crypto. A matter of time. Taking a look at the crypto market here, guys. It looks like a down 24 hours almost across the board. Solana an exception here, but Bitcoin's here actually just fallen below 67K. Down 1.6% in the past 24 hours. ETH down 2.6%. Just barely hanging on to 2,600. And yes, Solana up $165, up 0.5% here. A mostly red day across the board. Looking at the ETFs, though, still huge volume in the Bitcoin ETF specifically here. 294 million in inflows yesterday. It's a really great stretch. One of the best stretches to date over in the Bitcoin ETFs. Not the best, but one of the best. Top 5 or 6 week or so, or top 5 or 6 day stretch. Looking really, really solid here. On the ETH side, outflows reigning over here. 20.8 million in outflows yesterday. We can move on. Nothing to say about that. It's what we expect. ETH is our giga laggard here. For now. Taking a look at the NFT market, guys. 10.1 million in cross-chain sales. So just hanging on to that 10 million threshold. Keeping that streak alive. It looks like 11 days straight now. 11 days straight with sales over 10 mil. Unique sellers falling, though. Unique buyers up, like seeing those both heading in that direction. Fewer sellers, more buyers usually means something. We'll see. We need to see that continue, though, for another stretch here. Transactions down and trade profits just hanging around that million in the negative mark here. Almost right there. Almost right at that million in the hole. Don't love that. And today, trade profits starting at 366,000 in the negative. Top collections here in the past 24 hours. It's Bored Apes at the top yet again, and they've been up there since Ape Fest, basically. I enjoy that. I like seeing that. They're followed by the Fraganas, Guild of Guardian Heroes, Elite Guardians, Dozuki, Sorare, Bitcoin, Puppets, Mutant Ape Yacht Club, CryptoPunks, and the Node Monks. Can I show my back? Yeah, I'll shout out the Based Angels just because I've got some and because I like them, and so it's my show. I'll shout them out. Based Angels, freaking love them. By the way, should have a really cool guest on tomorrow. I'll say it here without it being locked in. I don't know if we will lock it in. I just think we'll do it. We'll just do it. Aqua from Honey Badgers, who I absolutely love. They're one of my favorite projects on any blockchain, period. One of the cultiest cults, especially on ordinals, but they're just killers. So Aqua should be on tomorrow. I don't want to hold him to it. Like it's a yes. But it's probably on me to remind him to hop on. I'm looking forward to that if he does come on. He's a cool guy. And I love those damn Honey Badgers. Top sale in the past 24 hours here, guys. It is a Bored Ape, a big, beautiful Bored Ape, by the way. Look, if I had a Bored Ape, I'd want to go big, right? Go big, and it'd be something like that. A gold skin Bored Ape here selling for 86 ETH, $229,000. It's a nice one. Feels a little cheap. I don't know. I'm just stuck in the good old days when something like that. I think those were, in fact, I want to peek. I think those would go for $1 million plus. Again, back in the heyday of the Bored Ape Yacht Club. I am worried about that collection. I'm worried about the apes. I mentioned this yesterday too. In the afternoon show, specifically. Okay, at what point are ape holders? At what point are those guys going to say, dude, do I really want to hold on to this ape, this $25,000, $30,000 asset that probably is not going to 2x this cycle? Maybe it does. I don't want to say it's I don't know. I don't think it's going to. Do I want to hold on to this $25,000, $30,000 asset instead of going and playing meme coins where you see people damn near every day, 5, 10xing, 100xing. You see people making life-changing money over there. At what point, and we'll get into this in a moment because we're going to get into ape chain stuff. At what point do we see some kind of not bleeding out in Bored Apes, but maybe an exodus from there? And I don't want to see that. I like them. And guys, if you're like a Poly guy, you can like Poly and you can like Bored Apes. And you can like parts of the Bored Apes. You don't have to like the whole thing. You don't have to like everything about anything. You can like what you like. Like, what do they say? You do you. I like them both. I like everything the Bored Apes are doing lately. And I didn't for years. I do now a lot. But I still wonder what's keeping people in there with assets that are worth so much. Why? Why? Unless you really, really do like being in that club. And I think a lot of people really do. And I get that. But yeah. Uncoded, that is a big mint today, right, Marco? I'm not because I don't have a whitelist. We'll peek at that. Remind me if I forget, if you don't mind. But yeah, uncoded today. Dude, the freaking stereo thing's bugging me. I'm not even hearing it, and it bugs me just knowing that's not working. But yeah, guys, on to ApeFest. This may have been talked about to death out there. We didn't do a normal show yesterday. We didn't cover it. Did on Inside NFTs, but here we haven't, so we got to touch on it. ApeFest over the weekend. Pretty darn cool. Pretty cool. There were some big announcements there, and the biggest thing, of course, was the launch of ApeChain. But let's start with the other side metaverse, which was hosting ApeFest. Yes, it was in Lisbon. Yes, it was live out there. It was a big old party. Looked really cool. It did. It looked really cool. At the same time, ApeFest was happening in the other side metaverse. I was there. It was neat. I was going to stream it. I just didn't. It was a lot of standing around and just looking at a screen. I don't know how fun that would be to watch. But that said, I like this. Okay, here's ApeFest in Lisbon with a hole in the wall and some kind of screen, a display behind it that's looking into the other side metaverse. So I'm back here somewhere. I'm back here somewhere in the crowd, and on that end, you're looking up at a screen that's pointing into this room, and people come up to the camera, and they wave, and they're taking pictures. It was pretty damn cool. It was pretty cool. Like a taste of what's to come. Like I told the boys yesterday afternoon, I'm looking forward to throwing on VR goggles or like the Ray-Ban AR stuff, you know, and attending virtually that way. I don't think sitting in the metaverse just looking at a screen is like super fun. Although fun bumping into my buddy Dead and Alva, like fun seeing people you recognize in the metaverse. That was cool. If I knew anybody at ApeFest, seeing them on screen would have been cool too. So I like what that's given us a little glimpse of what's to come 5 years out, 10 years out. But you got to start building for that now, and they are. Maybe a couple years too late, but they're on the right track now. That's Yuga Labs on the right track building out this thing that I do think matters. But at ApeFest, couple announcements, some minor, some bigger. Minor announcement, coders are coming to their Project Dragon game. Chapter 4 should be dropping in November, right? Third-person shooter, run around, capture the bases stuff. Coders will be in this game now. Does it matter? Does it move the needle? No. It's still something. I still like it. It shows them actually, you know, still pushing in the direction they need to be pushing. I dig it. So Coda is coming to the other side metaverse. They showed off the BMW car there at ApeFest. Really cool looking car, right? It was designed by a community member. It's a 1-1 car, physical. It is a real deal car, BMW. And anybody who wanted a chance to buy it, you throw in your deposit. There's then a raffle to see who actually gets to buy the car. Boom, done. That was it. Really, really cool looking. I'm not going to pull up the car itself, but it's cool looking. The biggest announcement came, though, at the end of Garga's keynote. And that is that while he was talking, he does a kind of like, oh, and by the way, you guys know we got ApeChain coming, right? Well, in a couple minutes, apechain.com, refresh the screen, ApeChain is live. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Now, maybe doesn't have the impact that would have even months ago, because right now it's L2 meta. There's L2s everywhere. So a brand new blockchain, I mean, it's not even that it doesn't matter now. It actually maybe, look, if it wasn't Yuga Labs, this would actually work against them. People have got L2 fatigue. The bridging between new chains, the learning new ecosystems, new dApps, all this stuff. Look, I have not bridged any money over there yet. If me, somebody who lives and breathes in this space, can't be bothered to bridge anything over, I mean, you know, are you going to get a normie too? Maybe a normie that's all they want exposure to or have exposure to. Maybe they do. But L2s, I bet they wish they got a start on this earlier. Better late than never, and I got to stick to what I said. I still think they're on the right track. I do think their own blockchain's the right decision. They need it for their other side metaverse. They need it. So ApeChain goes live, as does their first ever product from their workshop team. It's called Top Trader. In fact, let me put us on ApeChain real quick. I don't think there's really anything to do there right now. You can bridge. It takes you right to Top Trader. So Top Trader is what is it? It's a leverage. It's a simulated leverage trading platform. Basically, buy in, and you get some poker chips, and you trade for as long as the tournament is, which let's say it's 24 hours. Whoever's got the highest balance at the end of 24 hours wins 50% of the prize pool. First tournament ended yesterday. Somebody walked away with 18 grand, maybe 20 grand, and the next tournament is kicked off already too. Is that enough, guys? 18 grand is a lot of money, but is that enough? To you, is 18 grand enough to get you to want to bridge some ApeCoin over and actually get involved in Top Trader? For me, it's not, and that maybe sounds crazy, but I mean, I feel like, not that I do this often, but I feel like I could go make 10, 15, 20 grand playing Solana meme coins. Just as easy, if not easier, without having to deal with an L2, just native right on Solana or maybe on Ethereum. Is an 18 grand prize enough? Lemon, that's a damn good point. Also, good to see you, man. If you're a good trader, you can make 18K already just trading. Yeah. If you're a good trader, you don't have to simulate. Less risk, I guess, but that's a lot of, that's 24 hours of fake trading. I don't know. I'm not, okay. I was hoping, and this is crazy, but I was hoping the prize was going to be like $100,000. $100,000 is a different story. That probably gets a whole lot of people over there saying, fuck it, I'll try it. And then it comes down to, is the game fun? And if the game is fun, yes, people are going to stay over there. If it's sticky, people stay there. So I don't think 18, 20 grand, and that's the beginning prizes. I only expect the prizes to go down. Is like 10 grand going to be enough to keep people there? 5 grand? I don't know about this. And still, I always like to add in, I'm still rooting for them. I want it to work. I want them to come out with killer products. And to their credit, they've said if the products don't work, they're not going to keep trying to force it. They're going to bury the product and move on to the next. And they're going to keep rolling out new products every few months. So again, I think they're moving very much in the right direction. For now, though, a lot of people feeling it out, and it's not feeling good. There is a pump.fun equivalent over on ApeChain. It's called Ape Express. A lot of stuff is just vibes. They got good vibes. Very honestly, they got good vibes. I think they've got the right like memes and stuff. Like they look good. Ape Express looks good. Their tweets, they don't feel forced. They don't feel like boomerish. They don't feel like they don't feel like they don't know. I'm trying to, how do you, okay, we've looked at some tweets from some other Bored Apes team members lately, and they're really forced memes, and it's really forced like edgy, crude stuff, and it doesn't hit. It feels super boomerish. It feels like really trying too hard. Ape Express does the same stuff, except they nail it. I think it feels like them. It doesn't feel forced. They're funny. It's witty shit. Again, the memes and their interns. Maybe it's just that. Their intern's great. I think they got a great intern, and it makes a big old difference. So I like Ape Express. Maybe that bodes well for their platform. So far, ApeCoin had a cook right out of the gate. Up 2x, maybe even a little more. ApeCoin was a cook right after launch, and it makes sense. That makes sense why. Some demand on the token. But, dude, after 24 hours of the meme coins trading, not good. Not good. Here's Dee's pointing out Curtis was barely up. Everything else basically down. It was not good. I don't think people were making a lot of money. And actually, a really, really strange tweet. Did I save it? A really strange tweet coming from the ApeCoin X account. And it was them retweeting Deez, who basically showed that he was down like 50% after 24 hours. And it was plenty of other people saying the same thing. It's a weird look to be tweeting that out from the ApeCoin account. It's meme coins. I get it. Owning what it is. I mean, it's fine, but man, not the best marketing. I feel like this is going to be Blast 2.0. And maybe not even. I don't know if I don't know if the gains are going to be there to keep people there. That said, a lot of people saying, hey, there's so much ApeCoin out there and only like 2% has been bridged over. Expect a lot more to come over. So more liquidity in the ecosystem. Hopefully that's enough. Hopefully it's enough. And it might be. with the Solana stuff being as easy as it is, I don't know. I don't know why you don't focus on that. Chart Foo, take him at his word here, I guess, but saying he bridged over there. He's out, dude. He's out. He's not going back because ape holders are not the same, dude. They're not. I don't think they are. These guys just dumping and dumping and dumping. I don't think these are trench warriors. I think these are just normies. Like, and I mean that, like, you guys know me. I don't mean that disrespectfully. I know some of you guys have apes, but I think in general, that community is not a cult. That's wrong. They are cultish, but they're not a trench warrior kind of cult. They're not traders. I don't think they are. There's plenty of them, by the way, in the community. I just mean that's not their identity. It's not like Milady, right? It's not like that stuff. That's different. But you got guys there who are just dumping and not experienced traders. I don't know if it's going to work. I certainly hope it does, though. Again, it's still worth you taking a look. It might be worth you hopping in and trying it. There you go. That was a 20K prize pool for that first tournament. It's worth you looking at it, form your own opinions about it. I mean, there's still nobody bigger than Hudah Labs. And their intention is there to build good shit. So worth peeking at the very least. Now, with ApeChain being live, Magic Eden has already got them integrated. I really like that. And we were wondering, would you be able to bridge your apes over to ApeChain? How exactly will that work? Because I imagine you're going to need your apes over there to some degree. And this is exactly what we've been wondering about, like Pudgy Penguins too, with Abstract. I think a lot of us had a guess of how this would work. I shared my thoughts. I think this is a very obvious thing. But they basically minted you they call it a shadow token. You know what? It's basically like a soulbound token that lives on this other chain. You have an ape. You've got a copy of that ape that lives on ApeChain. You transfer the ape on the Ethereum side to another wallet, to somebody else. Well, that copy, the shadow, also moves with it. Really cool. Really cool. I like that. So I expect that to be exactly what Pudgy Penguins do over on Abstract Chain. Again, you need your asset over there, I think. At the very least, I know you want it there. So apes now have their ape over on ApeChain too. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Okay, so with ApeChain Live, little commemorative NFT here. We're getting to the spicy part here, guys. But a commemorative NFT. Emmy on ApeChain day one. I like this stuff too, by the way. It's like the POAP or your ticket stub or I was here kind of thing. I like that stuff. So it's a free mint. And still the hurdle of you got to have some ApeCoin over there. I just can't even be bothered to bridge still. Like, look, I even have a few ape from, I can't remember what. I can't even remember what it, maybe all the years ago from the Other Deed land sale. I don't have ETH, right? So I don't have gas to even cover bridging it over, and I can't be bothered to even deal with that. I can't, like, those are the hurdles that you got to get through, and it's a big ask to get people to want to do this stuff. Music Miracles. Yeah, Gizmo launching on Mexi in half an hour. Yes, sir. Oh, dude, I'm so bullish on Gizmo. I'm so bullish on Gizmo. I've not sold any. I'm just planning on buying more unless I get priced out quick enough. And maybe on this dip here at 26 mil, 27 mil, got as high as 32 mil. I'm really bullish on Gizmo. I don't think I consider selling to 100 mil at least. And yeah, we'll see. It's a 4X from here. I'm really bullish on Gizmo. All right, now here's the crazy shit over on ApeChain. It's pretty crazy to me. Okay, so by the way, mint that free NFT. It's cool. You never know when they might give some benefits or perks or something to something like that. I always picture that's going to come around one day. Something free that everybody faded, didn't mint it, and then yeah. Hang on real quick, guys. Okay. All right, good. ApePunks. Help me out with this, guys. You help me out with this. Hudah Labs, who has gone after Polly and Ryder Rips for the Ryder Rips Bored Ape Yacht Club collection. We've talked about it here. We talk about it here when very few people will talk about it out there for whatever reason. Polly's been blacklisted, so for that reason alone, he won't get talked about. Even though he's building that incredible freaking Pon0x platform, right? He's got the the magma blockchain. He's got his own DEX. People are mining and making thousands of dollars. And I think just to start over there. And nobody will talk about it. In fact, it's the opposite. People attack him. Yuga Labs goes after Polly and Ryder for the Ryder Rips Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs. It's so crazy. I can barely even find images to share because they've been obliterated from everywhere. But at the same time, I think the most valuable NFT on your new blockchain is a CryptoPunks ripoff called ApePunks. I'm partially being a smartass here because I don't know that they have a problem with derivatives, but I don't know. This is a straight-up copy of CryptoPunks with a blue background. The end. Ryder Rip Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs are a straight copy of Bored Apes with a whole different named collection, RRBAYC. What's the difference? And maybe, are we just too early? Is Yuga Labs going to go after these? Is Yuga Labs going to go after these because they are misleading? It's pretty confusing to me. That said, a big part of the case was the logo, and a big part of the case was the contract. The contract is a little tricky part because it straight up just says Bored Ape Yacht Club. It is a little confusing. Spaces is like the only difference. Where the Ryder Rips one, I think, was Bored Ape Yacht Club, no spaces. And maybe the real Bored Apes has got space. Something like that is really, really minor. It is harder to tell the difference. But I even like that the judges said, look, no, you guys that are buying it, you technical guys, can certainly spot the difference here. But what's the real difference here? What's the difference between an ApePunk, a straight-up ripoff of CryptoPunks, and a Ryder Rip BAYC? What's the difference? Is it just Polly? Or is it a matter of time till these are blown away? They changed the background. It's an artistic difference. What's then the difference between having a background that's different and having a collection title that's different? Right? Like, what is enough? What is enough difference for them to be like, oh, okay, that's all right. That's all right. Now that's not misleading. Because correct me if I'm wrong, and I might be wrong about this, but the background for CryptoPunks is not on chain. I think I'm right about this, guys. I don't think CryptoPunks have a background. Right? There's something else added that's not on chain that gives them the background color. It's why the V1s have a different background, but point to the exact same asset as CryptoPunks. If they had a background, I think it would be a straight up copy, though. I think. Because like Bored Apes, they do have a background trait. Oh, I disagree there, Lemon, changing the name, because I think every component of the collection is part of the artistic statement. The logo, the title, even the numbering, because you can get really clever, funny with your numbering of the collection. Trait numbers, it depends. It's up to the person creating, and if they want to be a little creative with those individual things. I do think the name, though, is an artistic choice, though, and should be considered a something that differentiates them. Background makes sense. Again, it's easy at a glance to be able to tell the difference. Where's that line, though? Where's that line? So, will Yuga have a problem with this? I'm assuming no. Nor do I think they should. Let me make that clear. I don't think there's anything wrong with these. I don't think there's anything wrong with the Ryder Rip Bored Ape Yacht Club. And I maybe that is the ultimate point I want to make here. There's nothing wrong with the Ryder Rip Bored Ape Yacht Club. I think it was them throwing around the racism accusations. I think that was a big problem. I do think... I go back and forth with this. Do I think they were confusing at the contract level a little bit, but I don't think they were trying to market them to confuse people. I think they were being sold in a way that really did differentiate them. Again, from the title, right? Just from the title of the thing, the collection name, to even how and when and where they were selling them. They were sold on X. And then I think on like Nifty Gateway, you know? I really think it's all about the damage that Ryder Polly did potentially. And I don't even think potentially. I think they did damage by accusing them of being these purposefully racist assets. And if that didn't happen, I don't think we'd be looking at lawsuits anywhere. I don't think this would be a story here. But I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, I think these are fine. By the way, these are a cook. These are an absolute cook. These were like 5 ape yesterday. 6 or 7 ape, something like that. And I was really, really wanting to grab some. But again, didn't have any ETH. Don't want to go through that hassle. Couldn't bridge. I was hoping Magic Eden wallet worked here with ApeChain so I could just buy it with another token, right? Buy it with some Sol, buy it with some Bitcoin even, right? And I would have, but that didn't work. Actually, that speaks to how awesome Magic Eden's platform is going to be soon. But an easy 4 or 5x on these bad boys. I like them. If I had some ape, I would probably buy one of these, to be totally honest. Usually first punks on a new blockchain do pretty well. Like we saw the based punks. Those were very different, right? Those were very artsy too. But let's see. Let's see if Hudah even makes a comment about these. I don't think they will. I don't think they will. I also think the whole case against the RRBAYC is it's not even strange. It's I just think it's wrong. I just think it's wrong. And respect to both sides there too. I get it. There's a game involved. There's some principles. It is an artistic statement on the side of Ryder, who I really fucking like that guy. I really like Ryder Rips. And obviously Polly. But it's one of those things they kicked the hornet's nest. I think that's mostly it, right? They kicked the hornet's nest. Oh, hang on. Choina, did you confirm what I was saying here? Yeah, CryptoPunks do not have a background. Yep. No background. That's right. Choina is cultured. He gets it. Who here has a CryptoPunk? How many people here got a CryptoPunk? Not a V1 punk. I got a V1, but who's got a CryptoPunk? And who's got a Bored Ape? Really curious. I know some of you guys got to. Oh my God, dudes. The AI meme coins are cooking still. Dude, I'm shocked. I'm looking at some stuff. I got to make sure there's some time, and I got a hard cutoff. It's newsletter day. But man, oh man. Yeah, let me. You got a V1 bang. Hell yeah. Good morning, Vrew. Yeah, let me race through some stuff because there's more I want to get to. By the way, smash the like, guys. Helps a ton. It's definitely, it's slowing down out there. I can feel. You know what? I do like to point this out. I use show views / engagement to feel the market. I'm telling you, when the market's cooking, engagement is up. It just makes sense, right? And I felt the past 3, 4, 5 days, it's pulling way back, which tells me the market is pulled back as well. And we've seen that. We've seen meme coins really starting to cool down. It's not as easy automatic as it was a week or two ago. But I feel it. I feel it in the metrics on the show side, right? Views, likes, all that stuff. You guys have been killing it. Just in general, the people who watch and maybe don't talk, that's where the pullback usually is. So I sense it right now. It just tells me the market is cooled. And it's not cool. There's enough going on. There's action out there. But anyway, smash the like. Anyway, there you go, by the way. This kind of spawned the conversation or spurred it. This is okay. Ryder Rip BAYC, not okay. Interesting. Magic Eden, again, I want to get through this quick, but I love these guys. I love these guys. I want to keep pointing out and making sure people get how big they're going to be, because right now, just the start. As big as Binance is now, Magic Eden in 5 years, I think is on that path. Magic Eden, I think, is on that trajectory to be a Binance-level platform, exchange, marketplace, because you're going to do everything there. So Jack Liu, this is their CEO and co-founder. Dude, I'd love to get him on. If anybody's got a contact at Magic Eden, I have some, but I want to get right up. I got to work my contacts, I think. I would love a guy like him on the show. Jack created 5 growth principles called Magic. Make crypto easier for everyone. All assets, all chains, one app. Love that. Grow the space. In it for the long term. Community transparency. Love this stuff. By the way, the ME token coming this month, the test token. This might be a big deal. Might be a big deal. I'm sure at this point everybody's using Magic Eden. It's really easy to use. The UI keeps getting better and better. I did not love it. It's really made some big strides here in the past couple months. It really is looking good. It's feeling good. I really like their platform. I mean, a lot. 10 chains by the end of the year. And as a multi-chain maxi, if you will, you guys know at Crypto Slam, it's always been every chain matters. You got to talk about them. You got to show them. I think the more the better to some degree. 10 chains by the end of the year. Pretty freaking fantastic. Now, beyond NFT trading, they're going to have Solana meme coin trading right on Magic Eden, guys. That is a big deal. And again, that's what tells me what direction these guys are going. Rune trading, too, not the way it exists right now, but actual swaps. And then cross-chain swaps. I love it. It's fungible tokens that makes me realize where they're going. Again, it's going to be an exchange like Binance. Fungible tokens will bring people, I think, a little, maybe a lot more into NFTs, but it certainly brings them into that marketplace, that exchange. And I think they actually do extract from Binance. So when we say we got to get these T1 exchanges to list runes, we do, but I think instead of that, a nice alternative is the growth that I think Magic Eden is about to see. And I think it's going to be tremendous. And I think that does help get runes into the hands of maybe not normies yet, but much closer to them. So, man, Magic Eden crushing it, like absolutely crushing it. By the way, they've committed as a team to lock up their ME tokens for 18 months. Again, showing their conviction. 18 months after the METGE, they'll finally unlock their tokens and be able to sell. And maybe there's still a vesting schedule at that point too. But this team is not going to dump on you when that ME token comes out. They're not. You got a year and a half of them not touching those tokens. I can't say it enough. I like these guys a lot. There are certain projects and people in this space. Maybe I say it about like Luca Nets. And I just say, hey, they, like some of these guys are like the best of us and they represent us well. Right? It's a really good look. They represent us well to normies. Magic Eden is that. Choina, that's a really funny point. And Mike, I'm with you. ME Wallet, I use it. There's something about it that I don't like fucking adore, but also it works and I like it and I just expect it to get better. But I couldn't tell you what's wrong with it. Maybe it feels busy. Maybe it feels overwhelming because there is so much you can do with it. I'm not sure. I think the biggest problem is when I get to Magic Eden, I'm prompted to, I've got so many wallets to choose from on so many chains. That's a little overwhelming. And I know the ME wallet will simplify that, once you kind of fully convert over. But I'm with you. I use the ME wallet not as a last resort, but it's not my first choice. It used to be, hey, I'll say this, it's not MetaMask anymore. It's basically Phantom is my first choice, which is really interesting to think about. It's like Phantom and then Unisat, and then it's the Magic Eden wallet. I hadn't thought of that though. That MetaMask has fallen so far. Music. Let me see here. Lately, the Mexi launch on Goat, Deep, Genon, Fart. Goat was at 0.05 for the first 4. Okay. I've never used Backpack. I really should. That's the Mad Lads like ecosystem. Good stuff. Interesting. I have swapped tokens on the ME wallet. Right? I've gone from like Bitcoin to Sol, I think I did, or ETH to Sol. I've done that. I definitely want to use it more. I like those guys. Just even as a show of support to them, I really like them. I'll like them more if they come on the show. Magic Eden, again, I gotta move. Magic Eden, the #1 marketplace in the past year now by users beating OpenSea. This has never happened before. 1.35 million users in the past year, beating them by just 0.1%, but that's only going to grow. And I just wonder if OpenSea's done, as in no effort, not going to try, made their money. I kind of lean that way. Oh, and wow, this is kind of interesting, guys. OpenSea, A majority of their users are from Polygon. I don't know if that's by volume or if that's by users. I'm assuming users. But we not a Polygon problem, but we look at the Polygon collections a lot, and there's a lot of fake stuff there. Money-wise, maybe not user-wise, like people-wise, like unique buyers, sellers, whatever, but it is maybe it's less than that. All right, moving on. Pudgy Penguins teasing another new partner right in between Target and Walmart. Because the color is gold, I saw somebody speculating McDonald's, like a Pudgy Penguin and a Happy Meal. I don't know if that would fit between these two, but maybe. But maybe. Who's another big retail chain? Who's another one that could be Walmart, Target-esque? Trying to think who's like a... I can't think of any other stores like that, actually. Any other major chains. Predictions? Yeah, I'll go with McDonald's until I hear something maybe better. But yeah, Doodles sold 1,000 packs. I like this, 1,000 packs. I like their pack game. I like them just doing packs. 1,000 packs of NFTs. This is over in their Doodle Studio platform. 0.06 ETH. One pack is going to have this Skelly Doodle. That's not a cheap doodle, man. Cheapest one listed, 35 ETH. Last Skelly sale was almost 100 ETH. It's going back a couple years. Not the same value now, but there's only 8 in the collection. I like this. And I do think Doodles have stumbled on the right way to still make money, to not cost a fortune, to be accessible. I think they figured out a really, really good formula for them, and I think others will copy it. I think Moonbirds. I think this is... Hopium, maybe, whatever. Not even Hopium. I don't care. I think Yuga Labs is going to crack this code over in their ecosystem with Moonbirds. I do. I think Moonbirds are going to have a similar, can't be the same, but similar kind of trajectory for creating content and animations and being able to drop some collectibles in that ecosystem. And what if they did packs like this, but there was rare Bored Apes in them even too, right? Same ecosystem. They could kind of cross-pollinate between the two. But either way, flowers to the Doodles, because selling out 1,000 packs at 0.06 ain't nothing. Is that 60 ETH? Am I mathing right here? Is that can't be 60 ETH. Hang on. 0.06 times 1,000. It is 60 ETH. I mean, come on, that's not nothing. $156,000 raised. I mean, that's not nothing, and they could probably do that regularly. Yeah, my bad here. There you go. There's the doodle. Sorry about that. Toys R Us. Lemon, I thought they were in Toys R Us already, to be honest. I already thought they were there. Good-looking doodle. In fact, this is the one, Pranksy sold this doodle a few years ago. I would love to get Pranksy on the show, by the way. I don't think he'd ever do it. Whenever I ask him, he just stops talking. But Pranksy's like one of my... I can't call Pranksy a friend, but like literally one of the first guys I met in this space, and certainly back then, I liked the guy a lot. Certainly back then looked up to him, because who wouldn't? But I would love to get this man on the show sometime. I just don't think he does like appearances. But maybe we should blow him up. Maybe we need to get a little campaign going here. Get everybody to push him a little bit, blow up his DMs or tweet at him. I would love to get Pranksy on this show. He's a good guy. And I flip-flopped with him. I loved Pranksy at the start. I did not like him at some points. Not personally. I didn't like how NFT Boxes was run. And over time, I'm just like, it's cool. I like him. He's a good guy. Why did I go off on that? I don't know. That was Pranksy's doodle. That's why. Anyway, cool to see. Pranksy, brother, I want you on. All right, let me blitz through. CyberKongs yesterday relaunched their, not Play and Collect, their Kongsmart. Oh, man, guys, you have a little time left here. A little time. These guys are, oh, God, I think it's almost up, actually. You have a few hours left to enter a raffle for a Genesis Kong. Costs $4, guys. $4 to enter this raffle. You should do it. I mean, these are still 4 ETH or so. $4 can get you a 4 ETH Jenny Kong. Lemon, I think they bought that doodle on secondary. I think they bought it and are giving it away. So I guess that kind of evaporates the money they made on that. Get in that raffle. I would say 3-ish hours to go till that's drawn. I got a mental note. I got to get in there still too. In fact, if anybody's got banana over on Ronin, I could send you some soul or something in place or whatever. I just got to go jump through those hoops, but I want to get in there. I've always wanted a Jenny Kong. Get in there. Avalanche guys. Again, I got to speed through this. Avalanche's off the grid game. Dude, it's all over my YouTube. Big, like top tier gaming content creators all playing this game. This is something special. This is something to keep the eyes on. Avalanche is doing a lot of good stuff now. We saw the Visa card. Now they've got a hit game, a hit game. 79 million transactions just from this game. 8 million wallets. That is wild numbers. That is mass adoption. And I don't see anybody talking about the speculative side of it. You're not seeing big money behind it. Maybe cumulatively you are. But this is how you reach normies. Not much talk about the price action. Just about the game. This is awesome. Avalanche also, I think, making a lot of good decisions, bringing like Clemente on as their KOL. I like Clemente a lot. I think he's a smart guy. I think he makes killer. I think he's one of the best content creators here in all of Web3. Clemente's really good. I really like this guy. Avalanche doing a lot right now. Keep your eyes on them. All right, some meme coin stuff. Pump Fun over the weekend announced Pump Fun Advanced. Really cool platform. Really cool upgrade. No fees in the first month here. Just more details here on the token listings. Seeing the comments all up front. Seeing market cap. Seeing number of transactions. Just a whole lot of stuff right in your face. Click of a button, you buy the token. Really fast. Really easy. Really like it. Really like it. And these guys, dude, you talk about product market fit. They are maybe the best out there. They are. Kook is saying that. I agree. Right? They get the core product of crypto. It's meme coins. It is. Everybody's starting to realize that finally. They get it. They built a platform that just works. It's simple. It's easy. And these guys have pulled out $70 million this year. Not even a full year. Just this year, $70 million. That's what they've actually extracted. It's a pretty good business model. It kind of reminds me of like the conversation about stable coins. Like a team like, was it Tether? I think it was Tether. Less than 100 employees have made like $6 billion. You find the right product, man, can you cook. These guys cooking. Great product, one of the best in this ecosystem. It is. Even if it's not your cup of tea, you just got to appreciate somebody, cracking the code, actually building a product that people care about. GG's to Pump Fun. Choose Rich Nick. On the Nifty Show yesterday, apparently these guys launched a meme coin called Fraud. On the show said, don't buy it. And I think more people should have listened to them. I should have listened to them because I bought it. I bought around $1 million market cap, so I'm down. I've not looked this morning. I don't know what to say here. I don't know what's going to happen with this token. My gut tells me nothing's going to happen with it. I don't think you guys know I like these guys. I like Nick. I like Easy. I like Clemente. I like P.O. I like them. I like them a lot. I just don't think their community, they're like the Bored Apes. I think they just dump shit. I think. I don't know them. It's just the vibe I get. I think they just dump shit. They don't strike me as like, Mando, Farouk, Tyler, like Mando launched Epic on his show. I would not have assumed these guys could recreate that magic. I thought they could recreate a little of the magic and get this to 5 mil, maybe 10 mil, but no. Instead drops to like 500K.
I just want to take this moment to address the fraud situation. One, if you ended up buying this token and losing money, you're a dumbass. I said on the show, you're going to lose money. You fulfilled my promise. Two, for those that made money and sold for a gain, how dare you? How dare you? You are an absolute devil and scourge on this earth. I can't believe you would do that. That's unethical. And number three, stay tuned for tomorrow's show.
All right. So let's see if today's show, they have some kind of something to announce with it. I think they're just going to make fun of it. And that's fine. But just be careful what we're getting into. And to some degree, it matters who is launching things. It does. And I don't know how their track record is at this point and going forward. I don't know. But that token did not look good. It did not do good. We'll see. Still in meme coins, though, guys. Casey Rotomore etched another rune. We think. Etched a rune called Memento Mori. 50% pre-mined. Don't know what's happening to the rest. But he did have a little something going on through his podcast, Hell Money, I think it's called. I think it's Hell Money. And people, I think his Patreon subscribers, or at least it was posted on his Patreon, I think, let you inscribe your wallet address. I don't know if that means you're going to get an airdrop of some token, if it gets you on a whitelist to actually buy the I don't know what's going on there, but there may be a link between the two. Keep your eyes on this. Casey Rotomore rune. At the very least, always has some potential. Casey, pretty damn cool. We had some GOAT drama, and yes, this is probably 48 hours old at this point, but some GOAT drama. After the Truth Terminal posted, we see it here. The ticker is GOAT. People are like, oh, God, this is not AI. This is some dude sitting at a computer tweeting, pretending he's AI. Token dumped under, wow, I didn't even realize it got under 200 mil. But it did. It got under 200 mil, bounced right back over 400. So really impressive. In fact, let's peek at GOAT. Because that AI meta is not dead. In fact, now we're just so many copycats here. So many copycats of GOAT. I don't think that, wow, 450 mil. Dude, we're not far off from an all-time high in GOAT. I mean, we're like 30 mil away. 20, 30 mil away from an all-time high. Really impressive. Really impressive. And maybe this AI meta bounces back stronger than ever. But GOAT's the real deal. And in the meantime, we got to look for others. I do have another to put in front of you here. Let me just give a shout out real quick to Mike Kozlowski. This is the artist behind the bokeh collection. You know, those lamps, those generative lamps on art blocks. Those wall sculptures. The auction's now live. So if you like those, right, you can see it here. If you like the 2D sculptures that you hang on the wall, there's 300 of these. I think only 30 can get the physical, though. So if that was interesting to you, get your bid-ins. Auction starts at 0.05 ETH, so pretty damn affordable. I mean, this is what might get me to go get some ETH and maybe finally get me bridging over to ApeChain. But first and foremost, I do want a bokeh. We'll see if I get in and actually do it, but I like them. So just a heads up that is live. And I also want to shout out Thread Guy, who dropped his interview with Meredith Patterson. This is the girlfriend or wife of Len Sassaman, guy who people thought maybe was Satoshi, didn't end up being named as Satoshi in the HBO documentary. Meredith doesn't think he was Satoshi either, but there's still a maybe. It's still a maybe. This is a great interview. It was, I think, out of all Thread Guy's interviews, and I'm only half done, this might be his best interview. Right? It was really candid. He was really nice to her. It just was different. It was thought-provoking. He's just a nice dude. This was a really good conversation with somebody who I care more about Meredith than I do Andrew Tate and some of the other people he's had on his podcast. So I think this is my favorite Thread Guy interview. I recommend it. I really do. Hearing from Meredith is awesome. And Thread Guy, I think, navigated that conversation better than any of the other interviews he's done. So I'm seeing some real growth from that guy. Awesome interview. I don't think my play on the BTC Wifey token, which is a token that has been supporting Meredith, I don't think that thesis played out. I was hoping it would pump after this interview, and it hasn't. It doesn't mean it won't, but that's beside the point. Interview is awesome. Highly recommend checking it out. Okay. I want to put a meme coin on your radar here, and let me pull up a couple tweets to kind of support this. Look, this ticker has no name, okay? And I don't know if you guys have been seeing this out there. Let me get up some links here. Again, just putting stuff on your radar that I'm looking at. And I'm in. I did buy some of this right at about $1 million. So after this pump, so late, actually late, a few days late, after the main pump, after this secondary pump, somewhere probably around here. Probably around here is where I got in. But let me show you why. And it's not a strong case. It's just I'm feeling some energy here. I'm seeing people talking about it. And again, this is not like some deep dive I've done, and it's not some like crazy thesis of mine. But this account, is it Schloms? Something? I think this is another AI token play. The account's really interesting. I wish I knew more about this, and I feel like I've seen this account before. Interesting account. There's nothing there, right? Like tweets are like automatically deleted or they're hidden or I don't know what exactly. But this account just keeps tweeting about this token. And what got me, and again, this is pretty silly. Obviously, just seeing people talking about it, seeing it talking about the token. But there's an account on X called God. Almost 600,000 followers. And it follows two accounts. It follows this Schlom's account. And I think it follows Satan. Yeah, it follows Satan as well. 2.7 mil. I don't know. Sometimes for me to just gamble on something, look, it makes a lot of sense to know more about it, but I kind of don't mind gambling on something that was as low as it was when I got in, a mil market cap, with big accounts attached to it that are talking about it, and that other people are talking about, other meme coin traders, and even artists. I see some artists tweeting about it too. I think I saw Jonathan Mann tweet about it, right? Like, none of this is a big deal. None of this should be considered like research. It's not. I just found it this morning and then had to get on my prep for this show. But I saw it. It gave me the feel that there's a little substance here, like more enough substance that it's something I definitely want to dig more into, but a low enough market cap at a mil without looking at distribution too. I have not checked bubble maps, but I roll the dice when I think there's enough check boxes, enough things stacked in a certain favor, and this checked a few of those boxes. Anybody here know about this token, by the way? Music, let me peek here at Gizmo. Look, I think Gizmo is going to get to 100 mil market cap easy. I do. So I think anything right now is fine. I do. I really do. Gizmo feels, again, some of this stuff is feels. A lot of this stuff is feels, at least for me. Gizmo gives me a lot of feels. Yeah, I think this is a mighty fine price to get in at, especially knowing the Magic Eden swap platform's coming. I think Gizmo is going to cook. So yeah, personally, I'm a buyer here. I've got a little liquid Bitcoin still that I'm looking to put in some fungibles. I'm like, my bags are packed enough for this. I obviously wish I had more. I've got like 570,000 Gizmo. I wish I had a lot more. I really, really like this token. So I like it here. I like it here. Oh, okay. Hang on. Apparently, fraud is moving. So the nifty guys, I think, are live. And let's see how much is moving. If those guys are live, we can listen in real quick. And then I do gotta. Oh shit, we're over. We're over. Oh, I got so much writing to do, guys. Are they live right now? Yes. All right, let's peek. Let's listen for a minute.
AI updates.
It's all AI. All AI.
Yes.
How to set up an automatic Twitter. All right, let's see.
Okay, I don't think they're talking about it right
Dude,
now.
That's easy.
Really?
That's easy peasy lemon squeezy, dude.
Because I like if we submit the form and post a tweet.
Well, we 100% can. It requires a lot more development for this thing to happen.
Let me ask Claude.
Hold on 1 second.
No, you hold on.
Fraud terminal
Dude,
is
don't talk to me like that.
You hold on. Can you make me what kind of like you like it Python or what kind of script?
No, I already have the like.
Okay, I don't think we're getting anything here, but
The biggest issue is we need to transition the web project from a static HTML site to one.
I don't know,
would probably
man.
Go with Supabase
Don't buy
for
fraud.
their edge
Don't buy fraud.
functions.
Maybe
I
listen to
like
that
them.
show and see if they're doing something with it. I don't think they are.
So yeah.
I don't think they are, but we're gamblers, right?
All right, cool. I wrote a Python.
Do
script,
look at this one though. I'll drop it here in the chat.
for the Twitter.
Do look
automation.
at that Schlom's thing, whatever's going on there, that feels like there's something happening. I don't know, but it feels like there's something happening there.
Cool. I just
Now I'll dig more into that, and hopefully for the afternoon show.
No, you didn't.
Hopefully for the afternoon show, I'll have a little more digging into it, a little more research, a better thesis on that one.
I mean,
Feels
I can
interesting,
do
low
it
market
via
cap.
Roku. I can even do it via the.
Yeah, Lilliman. You like that?
I don't even have to look at their interface.
Walker's got a good point. We need to update Dex Screener now with the website.
Peek at Gizmo. Yeah, are they talking about fraud? I don't think so. Gizmo's still dropping.
1 second.
It's tempting me. It's really tempted me.
We need to do what?
Man, okay. Hey, keep your eyes on. There's a lot of stuff to keep your eyes
Someone
on.
said something about that yesterday,
And
I had no idea.
like I
what
said,
that is.
energy down, market kind of
Dude,
cooling.
I like how when you join Twitter now,
kind of
it
when
makes
you want to
follow
start getting
an
into
account,
stuff.
and the top one
It's
is who you
kind of
are.
when you start. I want to be. I mean, NFA, but it's kind of when you want to be buying.
Did you just make a Twitter?
So heads up about that. I don't know what they're talking about, by the way. Make a Twitter for fraud, maybe. I don't think they're talking fraud. So be careful. I'll stick with just don't buy fraud, but maybe watch it. Maybe watch it. Deck AI, Gravity, no idea. Another thing I'll peek into, but peek into later. For now, I must flee. I must get to writing. A lot going on. I'm going to talk about 8chain mostly in the newsletter, but of course, got to touch on the meme coins. Plenty going on. Guys, I hope your day's fantastic. Have those guests to announce here soon. Maybe Aqua tomorrow. I hope so. I think that'll end up happening. And then some other really great ones coming too. Like always, appreciate you guys hanging. Smash the like on your way out, guys. Enjoy the rest of your morning. I'll see you at 4:30 p.m. Eastern time for the afternoon show with Henry, with Joe. Scroll airdrop shockingly low. I'll peek at that too. I've been looking at Scroll. Yes. Yeah. Man, don't disengage. If things feel low, down, whatever now, don't disengage. This is the time to be pretty well locked in, boys. Yeah, I'm off to not do fraud.